Alright, next up we've got Lando, Dano, Pat, and Labranch. So we're going to go starting here from the all one sides. So it looks good. Tyson's canoe up there in the front. That was the last guys with Dave, Lion, Rob, and George. You guys are moving pretty good. So this canoe, alright. Take a look at here. A little bit of rushing from the back to the front. So even there, Dano coming in, and now Landon's hitting the water. So we take a look at everyone's stroke where they're at. The stroker is still up and getting set. So we want to make sure that we're all lined up here, hitting the water together. And then of course, what happens if we all hit early, then Pat comes out, Labranch comes out, Dano comes out, Landon's still in, and now he's coming out. So these are where everyone's paddles are in regards to the stroker. Actually, now Lando is officially out of the water right about here. So everyone else is pretty much getting ready for their second stroke when Lando is up in the front. So again, hitting in the back, Pat, Dano, and then now Landon. So take a look. So easy timing things that we can fix here. So again, coming back out is, coming out. Pat and Labranch, you guys are pretty aligned here. And then Dano coming out a little early too. Landon's still in the water. And now he's out. So just to make sure there. In terms of the actual technique, Labranch, you got pretty solid angle here. Dropping that bottom shoulder, forward hip is twisted forward, so that's good. Good drive on that paddle, so you got that extra push down, so your blade is buried right from the front. Only thing is that it's just early. That's the only thing that we got to fix is the timing there. So Labranch, you look pretty solid in terms of your technique. Taking a look, yep, top hand is driven down quite a bit. If anything, I'd say the bottom hand here could probably be a little bit further above the water, and then so you can, so it is a little deep. You want to keep it like just touching like right there. So from here, what you can do is basically sit your body up so your hand is just touching the water the entire way, because right now it's still being buried and buried and buried. And so we lose a little bit of the power when we're burying our blades too much. You're grabbing it at the right spot, so that's good. So again, Labranch, buried. That one's actually better. So work on sitting up so that way you don't bury your arm too much. So going with Pat here, let's take a look at Pat, the next few strokes. So first of all, grab a little lower on the paddle. I think a good indicator is looking at a fist length away. It's right there, one fist length away. We got about maybe 2 to 3 fist lengths around yours. So just grab that down a little bit lower, and that's really all we got to do. Oh, it's a big circle there. So we'll go through, So we got there, good reach. If anything, I'd say take a look at the shoulder. Shoulder here, if you could twist the shoulder a little bit more forward using your hips at the bottom, and then cocking this shoulder back. So kind of like how Labranch's got his top shoulder cocked back a little bit, bottom shoulder is dropped. Your shoulder here, Pat, is a little bit more square to the canoe, and then top shoulders is almost about square with the canoe as well. So, we'll go through there. So good. Top hand could probably straighten out and drive down a little bit harder, and then again sitting up, just like how we're talking with Labranch, sitting up, so that way your paddle angle stays straight and gets you a little bit longer paddle length. So yeah, that would be the only thing is right here. Drop that bottom shoulder, work on the twist, cock back the top shoulder, cock it back, and then drive down. So you got like Landon up here, you can't really see him, but front shoulder is in the front, back shoulder, the top shoulder is cocked back, working on that twist. And so again, like I said, like the twist doesn't necessarily give you the power. I mean, it does a little bit, but it really just helps with lengthening out the stroke, being able to paddle longer through the water. And then, yeah, Labranch, I like going back to Labranch, see how it, from here, where you're sitting up, I'll keep my mouse here, and then we'll go back. And so see where you start off. So that's where you started, and then coming up to where my mouse is. So that's really good to be able to drop that bottom shoulder all the way down and then coming back up all the way up to the mouse. So that's good. So with you, Pat, so this is your upwards. So my mouse right here, this is where you're finishing. And then if we go back a little bit, not bad. Not bad. See how your shoulder is dropped a little bit from where this mouse is, and it's hard again because you don't really get the angle from this camera angle, but we can get that dropped a little bit more. And then top shoulder as well. We can cock that top shoulder back. Mr. Dano, can't really see you from up here. You and Landon can't really see you guys from up here, but I'd say if anything from this angle, only thing I can tell is the timing. Top hand looks pretty solid. Yeah, coming out early. And then, if anything, top arms should be a little bit straighter, a little bit further away from your face. So Labranch is good, Pat's good. There's looks like it's a little close. I mean, because everyone's top hand, you can kind of see it up here. You want to be able to see your top hand at the top. Just kind of go through this. Look at this side. I don't know if we can really tell. Yeah, see top hands. I love that. Look at that. So everyone's top hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Look at those frames. You can see all the bodies moving together on that one. So that was super solid. Anyway, move on to the next video here.